So the first pitch, it still took place in like a house, but it was like a house of the future that was like basically high level. There was like a kind of like a crazy inventor lived there, and so like the house.
Sorry, just bringing it back.
Yeah. But like the whole house was kind of like computerized.
Yeah.
So like I like System Shock 1 a lot, and System Shock 1 has the full on like Lawnmower Man like VR cyber space sections.
Yeah.
And so the pitch was basically there's a physical house, you go through it, parts of it are locked off by like this computerized system, and there's like little bots that go around and they like will like tase you if you're in a place you're not supposed to be in or whatever. And so you only have access to so much of the house, and you make progress through the house so you can get to a point where you can jack into the like cyberspace network, and you fly around and you do shit in cyberspace that unlocks stuff in the house, so you can go further in the house, so you can get to more of the cyberspace, so you can get to more of the house. And it's sort of like about discovering what's physically in the house and then seeing how the stuff in, you know, the cyberspace layer can affect that, and what
like
you
a
find
real
digitally.
cool Tron game.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, because I think there's a lot of fun stuff there. I like the idea of overlaying a physical and digital space. You know what I mean? Where it's sort of like, okay, I have to. I think there's something interesting about like I have to get through this physical space, and there's a bunch of like defenses or whatever that are like run by the computer system. So I have to sneak past them or figure out how to get around them, or you know, whatever. And then I get.
So you play Pipe Dream.
Yes.
Tacoma is already making so much more sense right now.
And then you get past that, and now you can jack into the cyberspace layer and go back and just like disable all of that shit so that you can just explore it freely, and then like get further, you know. So like, so that was kind of, I was like, here's this cool idea, and then we were sort of like, no, actually, that's a lot of work. Actually, okay, what if it was just the house thing?
It's not in the future.
Yeah,
It's like in the 80s
yeah.
or 90s.
90s,
yeah.
So you know, so it was sort of like, here's my initial pitch. What do we want to work on? Something like this? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, cool. Can we actually do that? What are we really doing? What do we really want to do? And I think that the real motivator became like, we've worked on these BioShock games. We've played games like this where like environmental storytelling and finding audio diaries and stuff is just like a small part of the game. And we think it has the potential to be the whole game. Like, we feel like if we were to just put all of our energy into making, just finding stuff and finding the story and unlocking the environment, exploring the environment, like the heart of the experience, that can support.
And it turns out you were right.
Yeah.
Between,
thankfully,
you know, obviously the reception from Gone Home, but now, you know, things like Firewatch and
Everybody's
Gone to the
Rapture.
Rapture was one of my favorite games last year.
Still need to play that thing.
Well, and I mean, stuff like, you know, like Stanley Parable was a contemporary with Gone Home, and then like The Beginner's Guide, I think, is a really interesting continuation of exploring like what else you can do with even less, basically, in that same
thing with
form.
like Dr. Langstrom and the whatever Tiger
Ruby
so
Jewel.